Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Educators Guild of India and Invented Education, I extend a very warm welcome to all the educators, school leaders, and participants joining us today for the session Introduction to AI in Education with ChatGPT. This is the first session in the series. We are delighted to see such an enthusiastic response for this AI certification program for educators under the EGI Skill Boost initiative. As education continues to evolve in the digital age, understanding AI and its impact on teaching and learning has become important. With this, today's session will provide valuable insights into AI and generative AI and practical ways in which AI can support teachers in your day to day work. We are honored to have Meenakshi Aneja ji, our renowned AI author, trainer, and NEP 2020 expert. As our speaker for today's session, we are confident that her expertise and experience will make this learning journey both insightful and inspiring. Thank you for your taking time to join us. We encourage you to participate actively, ask questions, and make the most of the session. Once again, welcome to the session and we wish you an engaging and enriching learning experience. Thank you once again. Let's begin, Meenakshi ji.
Thank you, Jitinji. Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for joining today's session on AI in education with ChatGPT.
Meenakshi ji, your voice is little low. Can you please check your mic?
Is it better now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. So yeah, good evening, everyone. This is Meenakshi Aneja from Invented Education. And thank you for joining this session on AI in education with ChatGPT. Today we will going to learn some tricks how to make tests out of ChatGPT. I am sure all of you are using ChatGPT, but today I hope through this session you will get to know more about it, and I will highlight some important framework that would definitely help you to get most out of this, right? So that you can get the optimum result. AI is not a new thing, right? And today there are a lot of buzz about AI. It's not a talk of the future, but it's available presently only. It's shaping or transforming every sector of life, from defense to entertainment and many other. And education is not exception. So keeping this thing in mind, in today's session, we will going to highlight how come we can make use of this LLM model such as ChatGPT so that we can save our work, we can create multiple things, and can pacify or can speed up the things and the teaching process, and at the same time can cater to the need of the every individual need of the student, right? So let's start. So before moving to session, let us check the agenda. We will going to cover introduction to generative AI in education, creating teaching resources with AI, enhancing classroom engagement, boosting teachers' productivity, AI tools, live demonstrations, and key takeaways. So yes, definitely we will going to do many things. So let's start with a very, very simple thing. I think all of you can relate to this slide, right? Besides teaching, we have to do, as a teacher, you have to do a lot of work, right? Creating teaching resources such as lesson plan, worksheet creation, questions paper, result analysis, parents communication, reports card. These all things take you a lot of time, right? So definitely, most of your time goes in creation of these like things. So let's be honest and have some like poll. Which of the following tasks consume most of your time? Just mention A, B, C, or D in the chat box. This is for just for 1 minute. Give your inputs. Which of the following tasks take most of your time? Okay. Lesson plans, worksheet, assessment, report card, right? Sure. Thank you. Thank you for giving your inputs. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to learn the skills of prompt engineering, and definitely going to reduce the time significantly in creating these resources, right? Thank you for your inputs. So let's start with the generative AI, right? Before directly go to ChatGPT, let us understand what is generative AI. Generative AI is a type of AI which deals with the creation of the original content, right? Basically, previous to generative AI, there was an era of predictive AI where, uh, as we all know, AI works with data, right? Data is a basically fuel or gold, we can say, for AI. So what AI do? AI analyze the data and identify the pattern from it and do prediction. That was the concept of AI when it started, right? But since the generative AI comes into the picture, everything has been changed. Now that this AI trained with data, right? And with the help of the prompt given by the user, create original content, right? You can see it's learned pattern from large amount of data. User understands it understand the prompts given by the user and generate content accordingly. That is what you are basically doing, right? So now we'll move towards the ChatGPT, which is a kind of which is a tool that comes under the umbrella of generative AI, because ChatGPT is a tool that is used to create content, right? Original content, new content. But before learning with ChatGPT, I would like to know how many of you know the full form of ChatGPT, right? Do you know ChatGPT has full form? Please mention in the chat box. Enter in the chat box. What is the full form of ChatGPT? Does anyone know? Yes, if you don't know that, this would be the first time you will knowing the same. ChatGPT. Does anyone know? Please enter in the chat box. I'm not getting any significant response. So let me tell you, yes, generative pre-trained transformer, right? As you can see, the name chat is written in a very simple language, and the GPT written in the caps. So generative pre-trained transformer, right? Whatever the tool we are using, we have to be, we should have a knowledge of that. So ChatGPT is an AI-powered conversational assistant developed by OpenAI that works on the human prompt, okay, that understand the human language and generate the response accordingly. And for a teacher or anyone can think of ChatGPT as a teaching assistant, content creator, resource generator, brainstorming assistant, or productivity tool. So yes, you can use this tool as a assistive technology. Now, all of you must be using ChatGPT, right? But have you ever wondered, like, sometimes the prompt given by you and the prompt given by the other person, maybe, you get different result. Both of you are trying to create worksheet, but both of you get different worksheet, right? Why it's happened? Because of the prompt, right? So you can see here we have this weak prompt, right? Create a worksheet. That is very generic, right? So you are telling ChatGPT to create a worksheet. Now, based on your prompt, it will analyze it and will create a worksheet according to its understanding, right? But on the other side, if your prompt is very much strong and clear, then only it can create a content as per your requirement. You can see the strong prompt is there. Create a grade 5 science worksheet. You are specifying a grade, right? And the subject and the topics, right? The water cycle with what your specification with MCQ, Hotz ocean, answer key, and Bloom taxonomy alignment. So this is something a strong prompt. Uh, I want to show, no, am I audible to everyone? I'm getting some input that I'm not audible. Am I audible to everyone? Yeah, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. So those who are having problems, kindly check at your side only, please. So yeah, so this is the difference. So vague prompt is equal to vague result, right? And clear prompt is equal to clear, useful, and high quality result. Now, this is very beautiful written. I have taken this as like the input of my slide. A vague command yields very generic result, as I've discussed earlier. And the gap between a frustrating AI experience and a perfectly tailored teaching resource is a prompt engineering. So, let me know this thing very clear. Prompt engineering is a skill that you need to acquire in order to get best output from the ChatGPT model or any LLM model, right? So basically, the skill of writing prompt and a better prompt is known as a prompt engineering. So in case if you want to use better use of LLM model, so your skills, prompt engineering skills should be very high. In the coming slides, I will show you some example prompt. Okay, I will demonstrate some like the hands-on experience. If you want, you can take the pick of that prompt also so that you can try later on. And definitely you will learn the potential of this model is highly based on your skills, prompt engineering skills. So what is prompt engineering? We have already discussed. Is the skills of giving specific, clear instructions to the AI system to get accurate, useful, and a high quality result, right? So better prompt is equal to better output, right? Now, what could be done? ये तो हमने सारी बातें कर ली that we should have a good prompt, we should have a good skill. But this is something that we have to, is there any way to learn this skill? Is there any parameter or framework? Yes, definitely we have one parameter, a framework which has so many parameters. And if you go through that, definitely you would able to craft a wonderful prompt, right? So you can see like we have this CRISP E framework. C stand for context, R stand for role, I stand for instructions, right? And S stand for specification, P stand for performance, and E stand for example. So you have to create a prompt according to this framework. You have to give the context of your prompt, right? What is the context? Role, you need to assign role to the AI. What should it assume to play, right? And the instruction should be very much clear. The format tone, right? This is clear, and the performance success criteria, right? And example to train it. Let me show you with this example. So you can see, this is a prompt. I teach grade 4 mathematics in a CBSE school. So actually you are providing context, right? Act as an experienced primary math teacher. Now you are telling ChatGPT to take a role of a primary math teacher. So you're assigning role. Create a worksheet on addition and subtraction of 4 digits number. That is the instructions you are providing. 10 questions, mix of MCQ and word problem, simple and child-friendly language. These are your specification, right? Ensure questions are aligned with the CBSE framework outcomes and include an answer key. That is the performance criteria. And for an example, you can upload NCERT worksheet format or any specific format that you want that it should follow. This is known as a CRISP-E framework, right? Using this framework, if you give prompt, definitely you will get the best output, right? So this is the way to give prompt to ChatGPT or any other LLM model. Now, let me tell you one more thing. Although I have shown you that CRISP-E framework, but coming to that framework is also very crucial. For example, in order to create a best program, in order to do a coding, or you need to have a perfect algorithm, right? We always learned, like for a computer teacher, they could able to relate to this thing, right? In order to create a program, you need to have a perfect algorithm. But in order to have a perfect algorithm, what you need to have? You need to have a good problem solving skills and the computational thinking, which also contains some parameters. So we have to follow the parameters. There would be some 10 like the format or the variables that you need to know before actually coming up with a CRISP-E framework. So you can see very beautifully depicted. Here is a written prompt, right? Final written prompt. But at the same time, lot of brainstorming going under it, right? So yes, writing prompt is not so easy. You have to do a lot of brainstorming. Otherwise, you can see sometimes you are even not clear. We are not even clear of our requirement. So it's present in the form of row curriculum. When we pass through these 10 variables, right? I'll show that. Then your data would be more filtered, your prompt would be more filtered, and then you are ready to make it, enter in a ChatGPT and get the desired result, right? So let's see. The first thing, you need to be clear about the actual goal. What is your actual goal? What are your final, like what's final output is required, right? So you have to be clear with this thing. Who is your target audience, grade level, age group, teacher, student? You have to very clearly specify this. What role should AI play? This is very, very crucial because you are telling AI to assume this role so that, it would able to think or, understand the context accordingly, right? Then what inputs are available, right? what you are providing as an input, topic, chapter, grade, learning outcomes, uploaded documents, assessment criteria, right? What tasks must be performed? You have to be very clear about that. What constant exit? I mean, do you really want to give them some time duration? Do you really want to say like the MCQ should be like 4 MCQ, 10 MCQ should be there, right? These are something you can add, right? For example, if you're creating question paper, definitely you want to have some time constraint, right? At the same time, you must be want key, you should want, there should be a proper 10 questions and one for each, something this kind of specification you want to do. What quality standards are? It's it NEP 2020 aligned, inquiry based, right? What example would you improve the result, and what would an excellent answer look like, and the output structure you required? So basically, these 10 parameters need to be understand, right, before coming up with crisp e-framework. So first of all, if you want to get good output from ChatGPT model, see, this is not like that you are asking question and you are getting answer. If you say what is photosynthesis, right, and you will get the answer, you will get very wrong answer. But if you're very clear with the specification for the student of grade 6 or for the student of grade 4 or for the student of grade 10, it will give you output accordingly, right? If you give more specification, then for example, you want that the process of photosynthesis should be supported by real world example, then it will give you answer accordingly, right? So this is up to you what you actually want, right? So this is in this way you can give prompt to ChatGPT, and these are the parameters you need to take care before coming up with the prompt using crisp e framework. So these things you need to be understood, and here is a crisp e outcome. You can say the prompt create a framework of the desired output result. So here you can understand as a framework of your prompt, and when you give this to ChatGPT, you will get definitely a desired result, right? This is a concept of using prompt engineering to get the most out of it. Now we will do some hands-on experience, right? I will request you to take a pic of prompt if you want, so that you can try later on. For example, see, I have given prompt according to my specification. It's up to you. When you take the pic and try at your place, you can enhance it even much better as per your requirement. So suppose I need to create a lesson plan. Create a detailed lesson plan for class 7 mathematics on fraction using experiential learning, and must include these 4 to 5 parameters: learning outcomes, teaching learning materials, classroom activity, assessment, and homework, right? I hope my screen is visible. You can enter this prompt. So you can see the output as per your specification, whatever you have entered. So it has created the lesson plan. Experiential application is here because you have mentioned experiential learning. So everything, the lesson plans contain a lot of experiential learning task assignments. Homework is there, reflection from teachers are there. So in this way, you have to give prompt so that the better output you will get. Now see, in case if you want to create some worksheet, right? So create a worksheet on the water cycle for grade 5 students. Include 5 MCQs, 5 Flinda blanks, 5 true false, 5 shortcut keys, and answer key. So actually, you are basically giving constraint. Constraint means you are actually telling number of MCQ should be this, like the Flinda blanks should be this, short answer key question should be there. So you are actually providing the constraint. So let us, take this prompt. I think most of you already using this type of like the prompt engineering, but we will be having more to cover. So you can see, we have specifically mentioned So as per our specification, the result is, generated. Right? Worksheet generation. Now, in a classroom, mostly the learners are divided into different categories. Broadly, they are divided into three categories: slow learner, average learner, and an advanced learner. And it is sometimes very tedious for the teacher to come up with a lesson plan for to cater the need of every kind of learner. But what this GPT or LLM model, any other LLM model, if you go for this like kind of framework, you will definitely able to create worksheet within a minutes only, so that you could have a different worksheet for different students. The concept of personalized learning would be, guaranteed. Differentiated worksheet. So create three level of worksheet on decimal for grade 6 student, basic, intermediate, advanced learner. Okay. So you can see basic worksheet, intermediate worksheets, right? Advanced worksheets. So you can create different worksheet on the same topic as per the requirement or as per the category of the students. Questions paper creation. Okay. Now we have create a CBSE style class 8 size question paper for 40 marks on force and pressure. Include MCQ, short answer questions, long answer questions, hot questions, marking scheme, right? So you have specified the parameters, everything. So you can see as you have mentioned marking schemes, it's also shown you the marking scheme also. Yes. So I will show you different prompts, right? And I request you to take the pick of this so that you can try it on your own. And while trying, you can enhance it even more better by using more element of CRISP A framework. So yes, Bloom taxonomy is very important. I think, we all have created lesson plan using this taxonomy. Even when I was a teacher, I used to create a lesson plan based on this like Bloom taxonomy. So this is very important. So even you can ask, or give prompt to ChatGPT to create questions based on the Bloom taxonomy for grade 7. Like for here we have a prompt, generate questions based on Bloom taxonomy for grade 7 chapters, nutrition in plant. Also include, because these are the basic parameters or the main things of like headings of Bloom taxonomy: remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create, right? So let's take this prompt. So you can see it has created the lesson plan based on the 6 pillars of the Bloom taxonomy, right? Even you can ask for some activities. You can ask like ChatGPT to suggest you some activity. But if there's something in your mind that should be, it should be money constraint, right? Beside time constraint, you can write in such a way, such as 10 engaging classroom activity to teach fraction grade to grade 4 student using low cost material available in the school. Definitely, this prompt will help you out. So it will suggest you activity that would be, with the help of material that would be, conduct in a classroom or in a school only, and you don't need to go for the extra material. So the basic thing is you have to be very clear about your requirement, right? And it will give you answer accordingly. And if there's something like that, you have a specific format for creating like the question paper or any worksheet, then in that case, you have to upload that format, right? So that it would train that with that data and will generate a content accordingly. So yes, for engaging classroom learning, we always look for some resources, something that is, aligned to the story-based learning, project-based learning. PBL method is very popular these days, experiential activity, right? So yes, we can create content accordingly. Suppose if you want to write an interesting story for grade 3 student to teach the value of honesty. So yes, we can do that. You can enhance these prompt further. And suppose if you want the same story in Hindi, right? तो हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? We'll definitely write the prompt that create same story in Hindi language. So in between, I got a query. Can we create something like in Hindi also, right? So yes, definitely you can do it. If you have, see, whatever the prompt you have, taken here. If you're clicking the pick of the prompt here, what you need to do, enter the prompt. If you don't know how to write that prompt in Hindi, right? You simply say like, I need an output in the form of Hindi. Okay? Or recreate the prompt in Hindi language, right? Even you can do that thing also. आपको जो prompt दिया है, you can take the pic, you can write in ChatGPT. Even you can ask ChatGPT to convert this for the Hindi subject accordingly. तो वो उसके according आपको convert करके भी दे देगा. So it is, can work on different languages, right? So yeah, yes. Some role play activity if you want to conduct in a classroom, very simple. Create a classroom role play activity on environment conversation conservation for grade 6 student. Should include character, script, and learning outcome. Very wonderful, like the activity that you can conduct in a classroom to make the classroom more engaging. And that is the only way, I think, the one of the important way that create make the classroom more engaging. It can augment the interest of the student in the given topics. So role play activity where we have different characters. Teacher, instantly can create this activity and conduct a role play activity in a classroom. Very simple, right? Suppose if you have any topic or any chapter, right? So even you can upload that chapter and can pass this prompt. So based on your chapter, it can create role-based activity, and it will take your class to the next level, specifically for the history subject, right? If you upload your chapter and give this prompt to conduct role-based activity, definitely it will enhance the interest level of the student. You can see. Now, project-based learning. Suggest 10 projects, PBL method activity for grade 8 science on renewable energy includes objective, material required, and assessment criteria. See, again, everything depends upon your specification. I have tried to cover every subject, but I think once you have a knowledge of that crisp E framework and with that 10 parameter, no matter किस subject के हैं आप लोग, you can create a wonderful prompt. So you can see it has suggested many activity. Again, but I will try, I would like to say, take this tool as your assistant. Means finally the work should be done by you, right? To speed up the work. So that is why to pace up the work, we are actually using ChatGPT as a tool. You can see. Even if you want, you can create a quiz. Sometimes you need कि class में थोड़ा सा interesting और होना चाहिए. So let's cover the topic using quiz also, right? So we can generate a quiz. Again, the things are very much specified. Every time we are specifying the grade of the student. You can see quiz has been generated as per your specification given in the prompt. Assessment rubrics. Now, beside creating resources, it also help you to create assessment, right? So you can see, if you want to create a rubrics for the same, create a rubric for evaluating a grade 7 science model project. And what are the parameters? Creativity, scientific understanding, presentation, teamwork, innovation. So let's start creating this. So you can see it has created a rubric just in some seconds, right? I hope you are getting this point. Can you able to take the pics? Are you understanding this? Okay, thank you. Now, for the computer teachers, definitely. Now you want to create assessment for the student, right? Or a project. So create a Scratch program activity, or you even if you are teaching Python for 6 to 8, create a Python activity, program activity. You have to specify the grade students. Like here we are dealing with the Scratch. So create a Scratch programming activity for grade 5 students to learn loops. Okay. So it must include objective steps, expected output, and extension challenges, right? So let us, take this prompt and paste it here. Now let's see the activity it will going to generate. You can see the activities created as per your specification. And again, it's fully dependent on you. You can enhance it further much better. Language learning, right? Now, this is for English subject. Create an unseen reading comprehension passage for grade 6 English. It must include passage, vocabulary questions, inferential questions, grammar questions. You only need to take the reference of this prompt. Besides, you can create your new prompts, right? And using that crisp E framework, that is definitely will cover all the aspect that is required to yield a better output from the model. Now you can see vocabulary questions are there, right? All the questions as per the prompt given by you, right? Now, if you want to increase the number of questions, then you have to modify the prompt, right? You have to specifically tell the number of questions should be this, right? So in that way, you can, enhance it or remodify it again and again. Okay, now let me tell you one more thing. Through ChatGPT, you can create content. Even you can create a doc file for the same, right? If you say, create doc file of the above, so it will generate that. For example, if I give this prompt, create doc file for the above activity. So it will directly create doc file. At the same time, similarly, it can create your PPTs and it also helps you to create Excel. I'll definitely show you how to create PPT and Excel. But let me tell you one thing. For PPT, it will give you very good like the ideas or the content for the every slide. And definitely it can create a very simple or raw PPT. But again, see, you can see the document has been generated. So जो above file जो हमने activity we have performed or we have received from the chat GPT, even you can see that activity or download that activity in the form of document, right? So obviously afterwards you have to do something from yourself, but definitely it will give you content in a doc file only, right? So this is how you can make use of ChatGPT. But in respect to PPT, definitely it can create PPT also, but in a very raw form. Means I prefer to take that PPT as a raw input to other to use in other model. For example, you can use Google Notebook LM and Gamma.ai, these platform. That activity, that PPT would be act as a base, right? But yes, you will definitely get very, very good prompt, right? So एक बार you can take the pick of this because it will take some time to take the pick of this prompt so that we can proceed further, because I want to show you how to create Excel file. That is more important. So take the pick of this prompt and we'll move forward with the new prompt. Okay. In ChatGPT, even if you have any content, any chapter in Word file or PDF, you can simply upload that chapter and ChatGPT, you can give prompt to ChatGPT to analyze that uploaded chapter and create lesson plan, worksheet, quiz, hot questions, project activity accordingly. So let me tell you. Suppose I have this sample chapter. I'm uploading this chapter. Meanwhile, I can copy this prompt from here. Now, we'll add to this because further we will be having some slides where Excel will be generated and some images will be generated. So it will take some time. So I'm trying to cover as much as possible. So yes, So we have given a prompt, analyze the uploaded chapter and create lesson plan, worksheet, quiz, hot question, project activity, assessment rubrics. So based on your given content, it will analyze it and, create all the activities specified by you, like the lesson plan, worksheets, you can see. The main thing you need to understand to give better prompt, to give best prompt. Okay. Now this is very interesting. I think you will going to like this. Now suppose if you have an image of any like a subject, for example, say solar system, right? And you want ChatGPT to go through that image and create worksheet on that, right? So it will create a visually engaging picture-based worksheets. Let's see how it will do. Suppose this is a big solar system, right? And I'm uploading this image. Now my prompt is create a visually engaging picture-based worksheet from the uploaded image. That should include warm-up questions, observe and answer, think and respond, draw and label, and all this. So let us, copy this prompt and let us paste here. I have uploaded a simple sample picture, right? And now let's see how it will going to generate a worksheet. Image generation always takes some time. File generation, image generation. Even see, I have uploaded, through this, like, just copy paste it. Even you can use this plus sign to upload any, like the image or file. Just click on plus and it will open the, like the browser, open window. And definitely you can derive the file from that. So that is, I think, very easy. You must be doing this. So you can see how you found this. Please enter in the chat box how you found this worksheet. See how much potential this ChatGPT has. Just you need to have a good prompt, right? You need to explore more possibilities that what could be done more with the help of these prompt. So you can see you can create picture based, you can create worksheet based on the picture. Now let's see. Prompt for MCQ with picture option. Specifically, if you're trying to create content or worksheet for lower grades, for grade 1 and 2, in that case, you want something like the content should become in the form of like pictures, right? So let's see. We have this prompt, create a worksheet on animal for grade 2. For every MCQ, use 4 picture options, include animal icons, images, ask student to choose a correct answer. The example, which, because you are giving example, so you are actually telling them the format, which animal gives us milk. And even you can make it more specified. The language should be small, the vocabulary should be low, right? In that way, you can give more or more like the specification. Let's see. And you have clearly specified to provide 10 questions. Now take this and let us enter in the chat box. Okay. Now it will going to generate a worksheet. Yes, so you can see the worksheet with 10 questions and every question has icon. And even if you can use in your doc, you can enhance or increase the size of these icons, right? So in this way, you can create picture-based worksheet very fast. Now, this is like something very similar. Now, if you want to create, this is very interesting, and you must know about this, right? You can create your own storyboard, right? If you have something in your mind and only you need a perfect prompt to, see as the output, then see this storyboard prompt. Create an 8-panel pixel styled educational storyboard for grade 1 students. A cheerful young girl named Mia noticing a dripping tap at home. She learns in school that wasting water is harmful. So actually, every scene is described, And finally, what we have given layout as a professional. We are assigning role to ChatGPT. Layout as a professional storyboard sheet with 8 number panels. So yes, take this prompt, and I must tell you, take the pick of this prompt. It will take some time. See, so what do you say about this? I want to know. Just mention in the chat box how you found this. So you can create such an amazing artwork, storyboard, using just a better prompt it needs, right? If you're very much clear about your ideas and everything, you can get best out of this chat GPT model, right? So I hope you like this prompt, and please take the pick of this. Now moving forward. Now in besides this, you also can create, better infographic. And here we have this infographic prompt. Create a highly detailed 3D educational science poster explaining photosynthesis, right? You can write till here also. But if you have something in your mind, right, if you're very specific about certain thing, center a realistic green plant in a natural environment with roots underground, leaves exposed to sunlight, right? Show labeled arrows indicated, because you want a diagram. Because if you want some science diagram, it should be diagrammatically, or should have a good labels. Sunlight from the sun, carbon dioxide entering leaves from the air. So you have specifying everything. So let's take this prompt, and now let's move to the chat GPT. Again, it will take some time. This is a at the See, if you want to try more, like based on this prompt, you can tell ChatGPT or give prompt to ChatGPT. Am I audible? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, मीनाक्षी जी, बट
हाँ
थोड़ा सा स्पीक लिटिल लाउडर.
हाँ हाँ
आपकी आवाज बहुत कम है.
Okay, thank you, sir. The point is कि using this prompt only, right? Even you can take this prompt and can move to the chat GPT and can, give prompt to chat GPT to create similar kind of prompt for other tasks, right? This is how simple you can craft other prompt like this, right? And it would be much better if you create your own prompt that would be more specific. But if you want some like help in the starting, then you can go in this way also. And it will going to suggest you 2 images on the same prompt. So you can see. Now tell me how you found this. Do you know that you can do this thing from ChatGPT? It's all depends upon the quality of the prompt, right? Better your prompt will be, better your output will be. To take the pic of this prompt, and now we'll proceed further. Personalized learning. See, if you want to create lesson plan for a single child who is struggling with some topics, even though you can create in a seconds. So I think take the pick of this because we have already seen how to create a lesson plan so that we can move further because time is also very biggest thing we need to take care of. So take a prompt of this. And yes, and then definitely recommend you to take a pic of this prompt because this is a complete teacher resource package where you are, telling ChatGPT to act as an expert teacher, create a complete teacher resources package for grade 5 science chapter water cycle, and you have jotted down everything, the lesson plan, PPT outline, worksheets. So take the pic of this and then see the output. Okay, and definitely you will get the best output. And of course, because we have clearly included that these are the things that we need to have, and in order to give more specification regarding the lesson plan, PPT outline, then further you have to give some nested prompt, right, specifically for each attributes or each things that you want to have. So let's come to some administrative tasks because beside teaching resources is you teacher also need to do various other tasks such as creating parents messages for communication, for generating report card, and specifically like maybe you all are using Excel. Are you using Excel for storing the marks of the student? Say yes or no. First, are you using Excel? Okay, so let me show you the best way to use Excel and with the help of ChatGPT, right? So just a prompt, I'm showing you that if you want to create some student feedback message, take this prompt, right? Take a pic of this because I'm showing you because time crunches are there so that I could show you some meaningful content. So take a pic of this if you want to create some student feedback content, right? Then parent communication message. These are the prompt, very basic prompt. And if you want, you can enhance it in a much better way, right? And school circular. So these are the prompt that you can use. Similarly, if you want to generate some like the 20 report card for generating feedback for the report card comments, so then you can do that also. Take the pic of this prompts. And now let's move to this one, Excel sheet. You all are using Excel for storing the marks of the student, right? Now I've already told you can create Excel sheet using ChatGPT. For example, here is my prompt. create an Excel workbook for 40 students with name, roll number, math, science, English, SST, and computer marks, right? Now add formulas for total, percentage, grade, and rank. Include class average, highest and lowest score, subject-wise performance charts, and provide all Excel formulas. Now copy this prompt and now paste it here. And it will take some time and it will generate Excel sheet. With that, I would like to cover one more point. Till then, it will take some time to, generate the Excel sheet. See, privacy is something, or AI ethics or safety is something that we need to take care of, right? So you are getting, you are getting a template from Excel, right? But at the same time, you can use this Excel sheet. For example, if presently you have an Excel sheet which containing the marks of the student, right? Every details, right? You can upload that Excel sheet also and can give a prompt to ChatGPT to analyze this worksheet, right? So that it could give you the better, the whole picture of the result, that what need to be do, who are the top scorer, right? But at the same time, if you want to, hide the data, because that obviously need to do. Data hiding mean to, hiding the information of the student. So at that time, what you can do, you can simply replace the name with student 1, student 2, student 3, because uh, beside this information, only numbers are there, right? Don't give any information of the school, just use it as a template to do analysis work, right? This is how smartly you can use ChatGPT, right? So based on my prompt, it will going to create an Excel sheet. I'll show how that sheet would be look. And then afterwards, we will take the same Excel sheet and we'll tell ChatGPT to analyze the top, analyze the sheet and give me the top performers, right? So just wait for some seconds. See, if you want this prompt, so I do have some one PDF also. We'll share at the end of the session, right? So definitely that will help you. And all the prompt, we have created uh, using that CRISP E framework. So yes, Excel has been created. And now we can download this Excel. So you can see it has taken some dummy name from its sides, यहाँ पे you can enter your marks and it will calculate total percentage grades. Further, you can modify it as per your requirements, right? So you can see it has taken some dummy name. You can replace with the name of your students, and you can replace the marks. Rest things are totally sorted, right? Whatever you have asked, it has calculated. See, a kind of dashboard experience you must be having. You can check the performance, subject-wise performance, everything through this. And here are the formula guides. So tell me how you found this. Is it interesting? Helpful? Yes, definitely. Now, what we're going to do, we have created Excel sheet from the ChatGPT, and now we'll take another prompt and we'll tell ChatGPT to go through the Excel sheet and identify this. So let me take this workbook only. Suppose the one I have downloaded now, right? The one I have created from the ChatGPT. So we're going to upload this. Okay. And now I will copy this prompt. Analyze the Excel file, identify the top performers, weak students, subject-wise trends, pass percentage, recommendation for improvement. Okay. So yes. So ready for report. The report is ready. Now we can see the analysis done by ChatGPT. Actually on its own data, basically right now. So yes, you can see analysis of last 40 student marks workbook. Top performers are there. Key observations are mentioned here. Student requiring additional support. सीधा आपके पास नेम आ गया कि किनको सपोर्ट्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है. 100% result है. And the student who need more attention. Interpretation math is most challenging subject. SST also need, because and it's just based on the analysis given by the ChatGPT only. So yes, observation, pass percentage is okay. Mathematic invitation, it's giving the recommendation what could be done in order to improve the performance, right? See, create a focused learning group. Specifically, cluster में name बना दिए. That these are the students who need extra focus, extra attention. What could be the strategy? Extra worksheet, enhance enrichment of high achievers, right? Students के name आ गए जो look like the ones who are high achievers, overall class health. So basically, a complete now, a report you have. So this is what you can do with the Excel. You can create your Excel file. At the same time, if you have any Excel file, you can upload that in ChatGPT, hiding the information of the student. Beside that, everything would be number only, and it will do interpretation as per like the roll numbers. Instead of student name and the school information, you simply mention student 1, student 2, student 3, and it will do the calculation, right? And further, you can map accordingly. Okay. So this is what we have done academically. We have covered. We learn how to create document, learn how to create, because I've shown you the prompt for creating PPT also. And you learn how to create Excel file beside how to create teacher resources using the CRISP framework. This is just for the entertainment, but it again contain a highest, coolest prompt, which you can use and can see what ChatGPT can, what could be extracted more from ChatGPT, right? But everything depends on your prompt. So here, if you can see here, we have this prompt to create a photorealistic closer portrait. If you want to try it on your own, you can scan this QR code and you can try on it on your own device. And if it is not possible for you to scan this, so like the prompt has been shared in the chat box, you can copy from that. And I want everyone should experience this. We are at the end of the session, so I want to conclude this session with some interesting prompt. The prompt has been shared in like the chat also. And I would recommend you to try this prompt in different LLM model. Try this in also like beside ChatGPT. You can try this in Google Gemini, right? So many other different, you will see the different result, but little bit aligned to the concept. my concept is to show you what more can be, extracted with, best quality prompt. So this is how you can make best use of this chat GPT. And the main thing that's play very important is the power of prompt. Now tell me quickly how you found this. Did you like this? It seemed more realistic. See what more we can do. Try it yourself also, right? And I'll ask my colleague to share rest of prompt with you. 2 more prompts are there, and you can save that prompt and you can try it on your own. Okay, this is what I have told you, that use CRISP E framework. I've shown you multiple prompt, but definitely I will, conclude this session with this platform. This is very easy platform. Say what you see. It's under Google Art and Culture. Even student can work on this platform. And you know what? Using this platform, because the concept of gamification is there. Using this platform, eventually you can enhance your prompt engineering skills. For example, I'm showing you how it actually works. You have to go to this platform, say what you see, or simply write, say what you see in a browser, Google Art and Culture. It will, open this page, click on the launch experiment. And this is kind of games. Here you will get two screen dividing into two part. The 11 one will show your pick, and in the second you have to write a prompt that should match to the pick. If you know the platform will evaluate your prompt, and based on that it will give you percentage, and that will tell you how much you need to improve, right? As I am associated with Invented Education, and we take care of this thing, that is the kind of 21st century skills. So we have taken care of this fact, and we already use this concept of prompt engineering in our books, right? As an additional activity, where we have used this platform where student can actually go and take it as a game, and eventually it will lead to enhance your prompt engineering skills. So definitely please go through the books if you ever get a chance, like Tactile 2.0, Cursor, Tech Ninja. We have this series, and you can definitely see this AI prompt engineering skills very beautifully explained and liked by the many schools. So this is way, in this way, you, even your teacher, can make use of this platform and enhance your prompt engineering skills, right? So basically, the crux of using ChatGPT is, based on the prompt engineering. So if you want to get best out of like ChatGPT, definitely you need to be skilled in a prompt engineering, right? And yes, now tell me, do you agree with this? Now, do you agree with this? Before versus after AI? That it takes the task which takes so much time initially, now we can do a complete in a fractions of seconds. Yes, of course, human touch is very mandate. Don't take instantly everything, go to it, verify it, and if it's okay, then take it as your content, right? With AI, teachers can save time, focus on teaching personalized learning. You can improve outcomes and reduce stress and increase impact. If you are okay, if you're finally can speed up your work, then more focus could be given on the teaching, and that is the main thing that required. So yes, we take care of AI safety. We have already discussed. Take care of the data. Don't upload your confidential information, because every session should be concluded with the slides, like the ethics and rules should be there, right? So take care of everything. Don't before using anything, verify it. Then, because human touch is very important, don't give your full dependency on models. Take it as a assistive technology. And yes, finally, I would like to say the future of coming years, 2030 or maybe many, it would not like that ki AI versus teacher. It would be AI plus teacher is equal to transforming education. I would not say that AI will replace a teacher, but definitely say the teacher who will use AI or educator who will use AI will definitely lead. Okay, so take it this in a positive form. Uh, start using ChatGPT with that crisp framework. Curate your resources, create multiple activities, worksheet, and use this technology in an assistive way. I must say, I close this webinar with this thank you note. Thank you for joining this webinar. And it's now it's okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Big thank you, Meenakshi ma'am. Such a wonderful webinar it was.
Thank you,
All the
sir.
participants were present here till the end. It was indeed a very informative and thought-provoking session. We are very grateful for your time
Thank you, sir.
and thank you for sharing expertise with all of us. A big thank you once again to all the educators also who were present here and actively participated in this webinar and discussions. So this is the first webinar in the series of program which we are going to conduct. We encourage all the participants to continue with the upcoming sessions. Certificates will also be issued to the participants who successfully complete the entire series. So that means we have uh, three more webinars to go. Then the certificates will be given. Our next session is scheduled for 18th June, same time. We'll send you the link and we'll look forward for your continued participation. Thank you once again for joining us and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, everyone. And one more thing, we have shared that prompt PDF that you were asking, so you can take the reference of that PDF and can
Yes.
try prompt at your own, right?
Also, we have shared one EGI link with you all. Educators Guild of India and Invented Education is hosting this series of webinar. So if you want to join Educators Guild of India, you can join the using the link as a member. Thank you, everybody. Once again, have a very good evening. We'll see you on 18th. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.